Oh my God, I get to finally talk about my wild card character that I was working on for like 4 months in between. I mean, had this character for like a year, but I've been working on like this specific build for like 4 months, like over and over again. I had to prestige this character a few times to get a very lucky god roll, and I got the god roll, and it's super insane. So yeah, we have so many abilities and talent trees, and if I go over every single one of them, because there's so many different interactions, I'm not even joking. I have like Rampage, I have Unleashed Rage from like the Shaman ability, Ice Armor, Devotion Armor, Demon Armor. Like it's so chaotic, it's insane. Um, but I made it all simple, and I actually made a build guide on the actual game itself. So if we actually press N, you go to Archetypes, you go to PvP builds, and then you type in Elemental Summoner. So that's all you have to do is type in Elemental Summoner, and this is my build right here. I uploaded this 14 days ago because I know that Classic Plus was going to come out, and I was going to be super glued to that. So everything is here. Um, as you can see, there's a lot of talents and abilities. It's ridiculous. It's crazy, 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 crazy how I got this build to work. So I consider this build A tier at the moment. It needs about 25 more damage to be considered S tier, but it's all here, and all you have to do is you just go to the archetype, you look this up, and then you select this archetype, and it'll do everything automatically. It'll do your cards, it'll do your rolls, it'll chase everything you want to. It takes a minute to get used to wildcard. I mean, it takes you months, so be prepared to have downfalls and stress because it does take a minute to understand wildcard, but once you get a grasp of it, it's very simple and easy. But it's all here, all the talents, all the abilities that you need, and it's super crazy. So now we're going to demonstrate this crazy ass build. You heard it right. It's Elemental Summoner. They do a lot of damage in PvP. Unfortunately, I am queued in PvP because I was going to do some clips on me shredding people down with the Elemental Summoner build. I should have done that before. I'll do it in the far future and later when things calm down from Bronzebeard. But as you can see, it's unavailable because everyone's playing Classic Plus at the moment. But yeah, so this is all you guys need to know. Okay. We actually have 5 pets. So we have our Chaos Elemental right here, which is an Infernal Warbringer. Pretty cool pet. But we also summon the Earth, the Fire, the Water, and Air Elemental Totems, and the greater ones on top of that. And we'll do that right now. We'll summon them all down. So we have 5 elemental pets, which is super crazy. Within the talent skill tree, all you need to know is that when you cast shocks on enemies, they're increased. Actually, I'll just pull it up. Let me pull it up. So it's this talent right here, Leader of the Elements. Whenever you cast Shaman Shocks or Elemental Blasts, all the greater elementals gain Leader of the Elements. And what that does is that your greater elementals do 150 increased damage and have 50% haste, and it stacks up to 4 times. So if you time your shocks perfectly, this can have a 100% uptime, and they will literally melt anyone in PvP. Like they just get melted and shredded down. Really good players will know how to destroy them, but the cool thing about this build is that they have a 100% uptime because we're always casting Storm Strike with our Lightning Blade. And our Lightning Blade is ranged because we have almost a 100% uptime with turning to an Air Elemental Ascendancy character. And I'm going to demonstrate that stuff. So that is one of the crazy shenanigans with this build. And all these other talents are just super insane. So the rotations like Lightning Blade, Flame Blast, all that crazy stuff. So yeah, you basically can just stay in range and just chill out. So when you're out of the elemental thing, when you're out of the air elemental thing, you can just get up close and use Lightning Blade and stuff like that. And then when you get back into the air elemental, you can keep some distance and just keep casting Lightning Blade. and then resummon your greater elementals, and then you just have pretty much a 100% uptime with all your spells and abilities, which is super insane and crazy. When your air elemental's down, you can get close, cast lightning blade a little few times. It takes a minute for your air elemental to come back up. I'm a little bit rusty, but yeah, you can get it up to like almost 100% uptime, and then yeah, you just keep the rotation going. So yeah, it's super crazy, it's super insane, and I have a lot of fun with this build. So yeah, there's all those elementals don't play. They can do a lot of damage, and you just do your rotations perfectly. So yeah, the build is still working in progress. It's definitely A tier. I want it to be S tier to stand against the other sweat troll builds out there, and you know, it just needs like 25% more damage. Like, it's just missing a little bit more damage, and maybe a little bit more survivability. So maybe some other sweat troll can like work on it as well. You know, it's open source. That's why I'm posting these videos of these builds, that, you know, it's open source. I don't really care about the credits or anything like that. It's not my style. I just want to have a fun time. But yeah, you have 5 greater elementals, including your demon. Your demon is super strong itself, with the chaos elemental, and yeah, it's a really fun little elemental shaman summoner build. So these are the wild cards you're going to use at level 1 with your character. It's going to be lightning blade, air ascendancy, uh, greater air elemental, greater water elemental, greater earth elemental, and greater fire elemental. The talent cards that you want is the Elemental Reaver, Avatar of Earth, Avatar or Tomatic Avatar, Maelstrom, Periodic Aftershocks, Leader of the Elementals, Booming Thunder, and Lava Surge, and then everything else has to come from RNG. But remember, you go to the archetype, and then it has all that roles set for you, so it makes your life easier. So for your starter cards, you're only able to select one of them. So the first one is Demon Skin. The second one is Frost Armor for your starter. Your third one is going to be Earth Shock. And your fourth one is going to be Enslaved Demon, so you can get your demon pet and get the Infernal Elemental Chaos Golem. So those are the 4 cards that you have to get. And then you get that at level 1, so that's really good and that's really great. So you just have to learn how to re-roll the stats to get those 4 specific stats. And you can get them manually too, so it's pretty simple and easy. And that's the way that you set it up. And then it's just RNG from there and doing a lot of prestiging. It took me a few months, so it is kind of like an advanced level, but with the archetype, it should be more easier for someone new that wants to try it. It's a lot of fun, and when you understand the tweaks of it, it's super crazy. But if I talked about every single interaction, because there's a lot, it would be like an hour or 2 hour video. Like, it would be super insane. So I hope I made it short and simple, and I hope you guys like the build, and y'all have a great day.